Lu is a good-for-nothing, pathetic loser who gets betrayed by his own organization despite being the strongest assassin. Following his death, he is tasked to assassinate the hero in another world by a goddess. With no other option left, Lu accepts the offer and gets reincarnated into a family of assassins in another world. On a starry night, a girl is getting a makeover at a mansion as the makeup artist urges her to stop crying like a little because that will ruin the makeup and her ugly face won't look any better. The girl, however, knows that no matter how much makeup she gets, she will remain ugly and keeps crying. In the meantime, another girl enters the hall where some men with masks are waiting while savoring their food. Another guy introduces her to the audience and propounds her physical features. He then announces that the bidding will start at $3 million and the men who are staring at her like hungry wolves commence the bidding at $4 million. The price keeps increasing while the girl keeps crying. Amidst all this, a woman calls all of them cheapskates who are offering such a low price for her. Butler explains that she is flat-chested like a freaking cutting board and that her price is already higher than they made for the merchandise. The ugly girl who is crying in the makeup room is still crying and wants to meet her mother to tell her that her genetics suck. Another girl who is sitting beside her is excited about all this and wonders if it's her turn. Just then, a guy calls out her name and she is presented in front of the audience. After she is introduced, the bidding starts at $10 million, and the ugly men are willing to pay much more than this. The girl, however, is here to eliminate them and immediately uses her magic to blind them. After liberating herself, she brings out a gun and starts shooting them like ragdolls, and knocks out one of the guards. She then challenges the remaining guards and asks if they are guilty about their actions. But these idiots don't have a shred of shame in them and they immediately bring out their weapons. With no other option left, the girl stoops even lower and exposes her cheek cover for no reason. She brings out a weapon from her undergarments and kills off one of them smoothly. Seeing this, the couch commander ambushes her only to get his ass whooped. In the meantime, the other girl is mercilessly eliminating the ugly hags as she notices the leader Marquez Calido. However, before she could shoot her, the soldiers appear at the spot and ambush them. Just then, the makeup artist rushes to help and exposes her cheek cover once again, and brings out a gun this time. Both of them absolutely annihilate the soldiers and signal their comrades outside. Seeing the signal, Lu snipes her from afar and completes his mission. In the past, Lu was tasked with a mission to eliminate some mafia members and was assisted by a girl. As soon as he eliminates them, Lu decides to leave, but the girl insists that there are still some members left and they should kill all of them. Lu explains that he's not some Batman wannabe and that their mission was to eliminate the top brass so it can be replaced. As they are about to leave, he notices a drone and decides to drive the vehicle himself. Just then, some other military vehicles also start following them and Lu forces them to shoot their vehicle. With this, their vehicle gets completely destroyed, but Lu and the girl are not in it. Previously, Lu explains that the drones can see engine heat with their cameras, so they cannot escape even if they turn off their lights. He then instructs her to hang the gun from the ceiling and make it seem like they are shooting the military vehicles. Since the drone has only one camera, this will allow them to escape before the car explodes. After they have managed to escape, Lu treats her wounds and instructs her to sleep because the drone might find them if they try to escape at night. As they are lying down, the girl starts asking stupid questions like if Lu has ever felt the touch of a woman, as Lu the yapper starts yapping about his time with the association. He then reveals that he will retire after this mission and is going to start instructing assassins in Japan. Furthermore, today's mission was also a training session since he brought a woke feminist with him. This infuriates the girl as she asserts that she has also received training from the organization and was the top of her class. Upon hearing this, Lu skillfully steals her weapon and points it towards him. He teaches her to not trust anyone blindly, just like I trusted my manipulative ex, and returns the gun. This further infuriates the girl as she points her gun towards him to take revenge, but much to her surprise, Lu had returned the gun without any bullets. Following all this, both of them reach their hideout safely where Lu is informed about his fake passport and his new job. Without thinking any further, Lu takes the girl and boards the plane to Japan. After some time, a massive blast takes place and it is revealed that the plane has been hijacked. Lu, however, immediately realizes that the organization is behind this because they want to get rid of him. He also informs the girl about this and she falls into despair. Lu rushes towards the cockpit where he notices that the pilots are dead and it is clearly not a hijack. He attempts to reroute the plane, but a fighter jet appears out of nowhere and blows the plan. Even though Lu stated that he is happy with his life, he still regrets not living it to the fullest and following the organization blindly. He also is frustrated over the fact that the organization betrayed him so easily. After all this, Lu finds himself standing in an ethereal world where a goddess confronts him and mocks him for being killed by the organization he trusted. Lu questions the reason behind all this as the goddess explains that she has reincarnated his soul from the dead. She wants him to reincarnate into another world with his memories and assassinate the hero of that world. The goddess explains that they normally cleanse the souls of dead people from filth like Lu himself and are recycled. As she is explaining all this, she summons a tea table and offers Lu to join her. Lu used to believe that people are reborn in the same world without their memories, and even if they are reincarnated, their previous personality is abolished. Hearing this, the goddess comments that it would be a pity to reject an offer like this. Lu then questions her regarding the target and if it would pose any threat to him since he is already dead. He asserts that he doesn't want to live as anyone's tool in this life, and the goddess agrees. She tells him that it doesn't really matter to her as long as he accomplishes her mission. With this, the goddess incorporates all the knowledge regarding the isekai into Lu's brain and explains the task once again. She explains that the hero will kill the demon lord in 16 years, but after that he will turn corrupt and destroy the entire world. Lu has to assassinate the hero before that happens. Lu questions the reason behind choosing him as the goddess explains that only an assassin can kill a literal monster like the hero. She also promises to grant Lu the strongest possible stats for a human. He is then allowed to choose his skills from over 100,000 skills. After carefully examining them, Lu chooses skills from every category that will allow him to assassinate the hero. He picks up skills like super recovery, chant weaver, and martial arts. The goddess also grants him the ability to use all 4 elements. With this, Lu is reincarnated into another world and warns him to not stare at her mother's melons like a creep. As he is getting reincarnated, Lu realizes that the goddess has manipulated him into being a tool once again. But if he can enjoy his life after this mission, he has no complaints. In the other world, Lu is lying in his mother's lap while staring at her melons. It turns out that Lu is born to a MILF and a lucky-ass noble. His father decides to name him Lu Tuatha Day, as his mother comments that it's a beautiful name. I'm glad he didn't pull an Annis Voldegode here. That would have been epic though. His mother then asks if Lu will also become an assassin like his father, to which he replies positively. He asserts that the kingdom needs an assassin to do their dirty work and promises that he won't let Lu die. 7 years have passed since Lu's birth, and things are quite peaceful. As Lu is hunting in the forest, he notices a rabbit's poop and notices that it's quite fresh. He immediately jumps on a tree and visualizes the rabbit in the distance. Even though it has been 7 years since his reincarnation, he cannot use magic and has to rely on brute strength for hunting. He needs magic to kill the hero, but for him to learn it, he needs a teacher. Lu then kills the rabbit with a single strike and takes it back home where his mother offers to cook for him. But Lu refuses because she sucks and they might just die after this meal. He proceeds to prepare the rabbit himself with all the nutrients necessary for his growth and development. As he is cooking, his mother comments on how useful the cooking pot Lu invented is. For her, this pot is like magic because it helps cook food faster. But Lu explains to his mother that it's not magic. His father also praises him and had never thought about using pressure and boiling point in cooking. In his previous life, Lu had learned cooking because he had to infiltrate some facilities disguised as a chef. After preparing the cream stew, Lu serves it to his parents who really enjoy it. His father even wants to arrange a party where they will serve this stew, and Lu agrees. At this point, Lu is glad that he's experiencing all this because he was used as a tool in his previous life and never got the love he deserved. As they are eating, his father summons him to the training ground where he asks Lu to take off his clothes, which break him up. He then asks Lu to stand in a specific position and examines his muscular growth. They perform this act once a week because his father is a pervert and wants to examine his muscles. Besides being an assassin, his father is the most famous doctor in the kingdom who has cured many nobles throughout the years. He also taught Lu everything he knows about medicine. At this point, Lu is that annoying neighbor's child who is perfect at everything. After examining his entire body, his father decides that it is about time Lu receives the Tuatha Day magic eyes that will allow him to visualize magic and enhance his eyesight. As he performs the operation, Lu has to remain blindfolded for quite some time, and his mother takes advantage of this to feed him herself. She even attempts to breastfeed him, but his father appears at the spot and forbids Lu to touch his property. He then examines his eye and decides to remove the blindfold. As soon as the blindfold is removed, Lu's vision improves significantly, and he can even see the magic power of others. His father has also decided to get him a magic teacher, and the following day, they meet his teacher, Dia Veikone. Lu underestimates her because she's flat-chested, which infuriates the girl, and she showcases her overwhelming abilities, which shocks Lu. Watch this next video.